Hello everyone, it's your friendly neighborhood Moshi, and welcome back to another Super Smash Bros. Ultimate guide. Now, before I say anything else, let's all say happy birthday to everyone's favorite little doggy, Isabelle, because today's her birthday, December 20th. So any of you Animal Crossing fans, or just general fans of Isabelle, it's her birthday. And on that note, that's why we're going to be doing Isabelle's guide next. So when I first saw Isabelle, as a lot of other people probably thought, I thought she was going to be an Echo Fighter, a villager, but no, she's actually her own unique fighter, and for good reason. So let's get right into her moves. We're going to start with her jab. It may not look like much at first, but I actually do like Isabelle's jab, not because it's any combo starter or because it leads into other things, but just because on its own, it's good for stopping people from using laggier options. Like if someone's about to forward smash you, toss out your jab and interrupt them. If you just want to use something that looks absolutely adorable, throw out your jab. So, for one, I like it. I like her jab. I think her jab's good just for interrupting your opponents and stopping them from using whatever options they want to use to kill you. Her forward tilt and down tilt are exactly the same as villagers. They serve the same purpose because of that. Her down tilt's really good for punishing opponents either at the ledge, or if you just want to use down tilt to punish. It's never really going to kill, even up in the higher percents, but it is good for getting someone in the air. Her up tilt is where I think Isabelle shines. This is definitely one of her best moves. It's very good for juggling. It combos into itself very easily. And it starts behind her head, very similar to Mario's up smash. So you could kind of run in, pivot up tilt if you want to. You don't have to. Mainly because she's going to combo into her up tilt by using it like this, like facing your opponent. That's how it's going to true combo into itself, and they can't escape it. And that's an easy combo to do with Isabelle as well. 3 up tilt and an up air. Works on most of the cast. Not everyone, but a good chunk of the cast. On to her smash attacks. Her forward smash, I think, is her best smash attack. It does take a while to come out, but it's very good at killing. Like, I could get Lucina to 80% here. There we go, 80%. I could hit with forward smash, and she's dead. Like, no questions asked. So I think her forward smash is pretty good. Her up smash, it's an okay punish. It's not really the greatest, and it's not really going to start killing until much higher percents. But it's there. It's an option she has, so if you want to go for it, I'd say go for it. Her down smash, your general down smash, good for covering rolls. It actually is a pretty good option at the ledge, trying to punish the 2-frame, so you can also go for that. And again, as I just said, punishing rolls. Again, really, I think her forward smash is her best. Very good at killing. And obviously setting up her edge guards by getting someone off the stage. For her aerials, her neutral aerial, as soon as I saw this aerial, I fell in love with it. Not just because she has pom-poms. Okay, that's a good chunk of it, but because this is a very good tool in neutral. Falling with her up air does lead into combos with her up tilt. True combos, mind you, if you do it right. You have to do it very precisely. I'm going to stop trying that. But her neutral air is good. It's also good to try and break out of combos with because it comes out relatively quickly. Her forward and back, all of her other aerials are actually just like villagers. Forward air, back air, up air, down air, they're very similar to villagers. Her back air is actually a little bit stronger. Like her forward air does 7.1 damage, her back air does 9.1, and it actually has a little bit more knockback. So if you want to play that whole spacing game with aerials like the villager does, you're actually going to be wanting to use your back air more. Although Isabelle doesn't have a projectile really outside of this, so you can still pressure people with this, though. That's not to say you can't pressure people with this, because this is a bit annoying to deal with as some characters, and it's very good at killing. But she's not as good at the whole zoning thing as Villager is, so keep that in mind. Her down air and her up air always have 2 turnips as well, so you'll always get that juicy, meaty spike if you hit the sweet spot. And her up air is very good for juggling as well if you can get someone into the air, which, let's be honest, with all the moves that she has in her repertoire, very easy to do. So respect her up air. Very good. For her grabs, again, grab and throw, very similar to Villager, nothing really special. Her back throw does start killing at later percents, though, so there is that. Also, I forgot to mention that her jab does jab lock. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Her specials is where she sets herself apart. While her neutral special is still Pocket, which lets her grab and absorb projectiles so she can throw back out. Her up special is very similar to Villagers as well. Another interesting thing about Isabelle's up special is that after you use it, you won't have it back at full strength immediately. So you'll want to be mindful of that and use her up special wisely. But where she really shines are her down special, which sets down a Lloyd Rocket, which she can either detonate on command by pressing down special again, or just by walking up to someone or them running over it, which is usually what you're going to be wanting to do with it. And there's also her forward special, the fishing rod. She'll toss out a fishing rod. If she grabs somebody with it, she'll toss them forward, or if you're holding any other direction, she'll toss them in that direction. So I could hold up, toss Lucina up, I could hold down, if I actually hit her, and toss her down to the ground, and I could toss her backward. And it does start killing in the later percents as well, so that's good. Like around the hundreds, like over 100, it starts becoming a pretty decent kill option. But where Isabelle shines is her edge guarding game, which is going to lead me into what my final thoughts about Isabelle are and how I think she should be played. Isabelle is a lot more close range oriented than Villager is because she doesn't have a projectile in her forward special like Villager does. She has her fishing rod. She does have her forward and her back air, but, you know, those aren't the greatest projectiles in the game. They're good, but they're definitely nowhere near the greatest projectiles in the game. They're just annoying to deal with and very good at killing people if you're much closer to them, which is where you're going to usually want to be with Isabelle. Oh, I also forgot to touch on her dash attack. Also similar to Villagers, but the pot that she throws has a lot more weight to it and it breaks faster. But aside from that, Isabelle's going to be a lot more close range. She has a lot more combo opportunities than the Villager does, as well as juggle opportunities through the use of her up air and her up tilt. Her up tilt is very good. It really comes into itself easily and lets Isabelle rack up some very quick damage. Neutral air is also good, as I've said before. Good for starting combos if you fall with it. And mainly what you're going to be doing with Isabelle is trying to get people off stage. If I can hit her again. You're going to be getting them off stage, and then edge guarding with the use of the Lloyd Rocket and the fishing rod. Because she's either going to get hit by the Lloyd Rocket or the fishing rod, and if she dodges either one of those, then I can attempt to punish her myself. So that's pretty much Isabelle. Again, like I said, she's very close range oriented. A lot of her moves reward her for being up close and present with her opponent, but she is very good at trapping through the use of her down special and fishing rod. I would highly suggest the most important thing practicing with Isabelle is practicing different setups with your Lloyd Rocket. You could sit here close, and if Lucina were to roll past me and I predict that, I could just use my down special and hit her with the Lloyd Rocket, or I could just set the Lloyd Rocket right here for my forward special. Normal get up, she gets hit by the Lloyd Rocket. So there's a lot of ways that you can mess with people with Isabelle in terms of edge guarding. She has a lot of ways to do that. Overall, I think Isabelle is, again, pretty standard character. Only really things that let her stand out are her forward and down special, which let her trap. She's not really difficult to pick up, but I do think she has a lot of potential with people that are good at setting up with her Lloyd Rocket and her fishing rod. I think that's where you're going to see the Isabelle players really shine, being able to catch people out with those moves, as well as making use of her neutral air, her up tilt, and just generally the moves that make Isabelle stand out from Villager. And that's pretty much going to be it for Isabelle. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And again, happy birthday to Isabelle. She deserves it for all the hard work she's put in for the mares across the years. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to stay up to date with more Ultimate guides that I'll be posting in the future. Who I'll do next, we'll just have to wait and see. Once again, I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.